So how do we process information or motivation? So first thing is we receive information from any of the sources. Then we analyze the information. We process that information. Basically, we think whether it's good or bad, whether I can do it or not, or it is something for me or not. Just because something works for someone doesn't mean it'll work for me. So after receiving the information, we analyze that and then we act on that. So typically, it is a three-step process. Unfortunately, though, it does not work like this for everyone. So what ends up happening is basically um, when we receive information, again we are receiving from information from many sources. I guess we have already gone through that, so that's okay. We analyze information which could convince us or left us having more questions, and we may keep doing this many a times. We may play this information many times, so it could be a repetitive process. So even though we have this information, we are receiving information or same information, but we process it many times. And based on the outcome of that process, we go to the next stage of action. And I'm not talking about action as we do something. Action could be taken as inaction also. So inaction is a form of action I'm talking about here. So either we act or don't act. What we do based on the information we analyze or process is the final stage. But remember that the second stage, which is where we are analyzing the information or motivation, is a repetitive stage or can be a repetitive stage unless we find a particular end point to that, when we are able to logically conclude whether I need to act on it, or how do I need to act on it, or I don't need to act on it. We don't go to the next stage, and the final stage is basically taking action. And again, it could be repetitive stage. It could be based on you thinking that, oh, if I keep trying, I'm gonna succeed. So you have received information that you need to do this. Now you analyze that, and you know that you have to repeatedly do things. So even you are not successful, you will keep doing that thing. Maybe you will not ride your bicycle for the uh, in one go, right? You may have to fall many times. You keep motivating yourself. Similarly, how we learned walking, we have fell many times. We took support of people or things, right? So this stage also is quite repetitive. What happens though for many people is that we spend more time in receiving information because we try to find out the right information so that we can be completely convinced, and we don't act as much. So we spend time in receiving or analyzing information but not actually translating them into action. That is where we see problem, and that is where you see people saying that um, I don't have anyone who can support me. How do I help myself? I don't have this, I don't have job, I don't have this. How can I change my life? How can I convince my mind, right? Forget about doing anything else. How can I convince myself? How can I convince that I can be okay alone, or I don't need anyone, or I can find a better partner, or I can come out of this relationship, or I can find a different job? So just remember that, and we'll look at some of that in the next slide, which is again, how do we process motivation, right? So when we are thinking of information, just remember we talked about negative motivation or positive motivation, and just remember this from the last week's topic of partnership with the universe, that we do have this help, we do have this influence from the spiritual world, where we either you consider them as a negative mind or positive mind, or a negative soul or a positive soul, whatever or however you want to consider that. So one side would tell you a positive outcome of things, the other side would tell you the negative side of things. And this is the process that keeps happening with every time we receive information and every time we analyze. And that is why it is such a repetitive process. The more clarity we have, the better convinced we are, and the faster we are able to take actions. So, people who end up taking action either take action out of conviction, or they take action based on what they have to gain. But people who don't take action, they end up convincing themselves. They end up trying to find that logic or reasoning that they can act or they can do. But just remember that when we process information, we have this analysis that goes on, whether we consider good or bad, we consider pros and cons. This is what exactly it means. I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing. What I'm saying is processing information is only going to help you if you take the right action based on that, or not taking action based on that, right? Maybe someone is angry, you don't have to shout back or hit a person based on your anger. Inaction is good over there. So what I'm trying to say is, action or inaction, I'm just calling that as action, the final stage, is unless we go to stage 3 based on something, we will not find the true benefit of motivation. Or let me put in a different way. We all go through these 3 stages, but the action or inaction and the process of making ourselves convinced or not convinced, how we process information, actually helps determine the outcome that we receive. Whether we fail, we don't end up taking an action, we end up giving up, we end up not giving our complete strength in that, we not believing that we can do. That happens between stage 2 and stage 3. So the more we can convince ourselves in stage 2, the better we can perform in stage 3. Like the example of walking or riding a bike. Your mental process or your processing gave you this clear result or clear um, outcome that you're gonna fall many times. That's okay. You will learn this habit. Maybe walking, swimming, riding a bike. So your process gave you this clear outcome. Based on that, you are able to repeatedly do stage 3. But if your process, which is stage 2, is not giving you that clear outcome, you will struggle in the stage 3 as well. You're trying to learn a skill, but then your processing did not give you the right information. You end up doing the wrong thing based on the wrong motivation, or incomplete information that you received, and you think that you cannot do, you don't have that skill. Happens to many people because we do things in a different way or in a certain way that may not be the right way of doing things. Like cooking, right? When we cook for first time, I don't know if that happened to you or not, but I remember the first time I cooked. Many times when we cook something new for first time, or cooking for the first time itself as a new skill, at times our mind says that you cannot be best in your first try or first attempt. You can get better with time, but many times our mind thinks that, oh, how can I not cook? If I'm not able to cook, I'm not a good cook. But have you tried? Have you considered many other aspects as well? Did you follow, did you get the right information to cook? You can always blame the microwave or the oven or the pans or the ingredient that you use. Um, but if you knew more, you could have done better. So processing is really important. That's where people spend time as well as not spend quality time. That is where the stage 3, which brings the outcome, does not bring them the outcome they are looking for, and it can cause them negatively as well or cause further damage.